Get that ready. Let me make sure that's done and ready. Cover the sausage links, cover them up. Yes, cute. It's cute, right? We wanted to do something that was a little different because normally I normally do something either modern or I do something that's a little cleaner. I wanted to do something that was the opposite. I wanted to do a little rundown, slightly falling apart, something that's been here for a very long time and it's been abandoned. I want to make it look abandoned. I want it to look lived in right now. I need it to be, no one's been here for 100 years, you know. You, Jim, Hangry, enjoy the gym. We'll be here. Okay, so this is what we're working on. I think I'm going to make the plot a little smaller because I don't think I need as much as this is. How much smaller can I make this? Like, what will happen if I try bring this in? You want to be a forest witch living in a cottage? I think you should be. Okay, if I bring it to there, that's probably a much better site. That's much better. Look, and then we've got the little fence around it. I might actually put some foliage now, put the trees in to help build the landscape because it still looks very modern. I would like to just throw in a lot of messiness, a lot of bushes, a lot of trees, maybe some willows. Willows are very witchy, I think, right? Hangry, what are you doing in the gym today? I also think I'm going to do land sculpting, which I also never really do either. But if I do land sculpting, what I could do is I could make it more hilly and uneven because I don't want it to just be flat, right? So we could do this. What we can do is actually we can make some rough like mounds like this and I can smooth them out, right? Because I want to have bushes, I want to have trees, I want to have foliage, but I don't want the home to just be on a flat plot, right? Okay, so then if I go to this and I go to my land sculpting and then we have that one, this one flattens it out. This one is what's going to smooth it, I believe, right? Oh, I should make the radius bigger for that. Yeah, see, look, it just smooths it out so it's not so in depth, yeah. Music playlist is a bit of you. I do like this music. This is still the workout playlist. It just keeps adding music to it. Can you make an outside like a fireplace that would be good in front? I think it would. Maybe on this side, right? Have a fireplace that's stone sticking out the back, right? A big cauldron. They do have cauldrons in the game now. So we can add cauldrons if we would like to. Also, let me put the intensity up. It's going to take too long otherwise. But there you go. See, look how I'm flattening out. I don't want it to look too obvious. I just want to have slight hills and bumps. Campfire cauldron, we can definitely do that. They have them. All things upper body today. Okay, Hangry, are you going to film it for us and show us? Hangry, you can do an expose video where you post it on YouTube and you say, if you do these workouts, you're a loser. You know, you should do those, Hangry. I think it would fit your personality perfectly. And it'd just be him calling us all like lazy because we can't lift the same amount as he does. Yeah, I like the idea of putting an outdoor chimney going up the back of the property. I think that'd be nice. This is perfect. Hangry, I think this could be a really good thing for you. You could be like the mean instructor, the one that doesn't try and help you. It just puts you off doing it because he shouts at you all the time. Okay. So now it's not so flat. We've got these cute little hills and mounds and bumps everywhere. You lazy, ugly bitches. That's literally what you'd be saying to us. Yeah. Okay, so I want willows. So we've got willow trees like this. These are, in my opinion, we want like a swampy vibe, right? We want it to be like overgrown, witchy, swampy, little hut in the middle of the swamp, right? What's the other one? Probably a little bigger, right? Like this. What I might do is actually put some off the property too to blend it in a little bit more. Right, because willows are very swampy, so they work well with like a witchy vibe. Definitely want some variety too. Gandu, you posted something. Unhinged behavior to respectful minimum. Candy, I appreciate that. Unhinged behavior. Well, that's not even here yet. He'll see the message eventually. Okay, so this is what I was doing on my last build, right? The last Gandhi challenge was actually just pushing these off out of bounds so I can fill it in and at least cover up. It's pinned for him, and we appreciate that. I mean, he would appreciate that, I think. It's gonna slightly drive me nuts because I'm putting them in the wrong area, but maybe I could lower that too. There you go. Just to cover up the exterior area where it's all just open, because I want it to be almost like deep woods, right? With lots of trees out here. Perfect. Okay, then we need another type of tree. What would we see? Pine? Maybe? Spruce? What trees are already in this area? Everything. Okay. That didn't really help. But we definitely... Those are spruces, right? Those are spruces. So if I was to put in spruces, I guess that would work still. Evergreens for sure, yes. Because, you know, you want it to be a forest and you want it to stay a forest, right? Not that it changes in the game, but you wouldn't want something that all the leaves are going to die and then it just be weirdly naked and the forest is now just tree trunks. I think the spruce, I mean, the pine, no, yeah, the spruces would work nicely, right? Right, so if I just put a few in, spin them around, right? Then I could lower them too. There we go. I don't know why you're not letting me place it. Maybe something a little bit smaller too. Right, like this. Bring them down a little. I need there to be... I need a variety of heights. I don't want it to just be flat, right? Because that's not how trees would normally look. They would definitely have a lot of variety and they would all be different sizes, different shapes, different angles kind of thing, right? Because this is here, like this is the way in, right? Because the path is going to be there. So we're going to have a little path which leads round to here. Are you flipping his evening? Gandhi should be flipping his evening. Gandhi, you flipping his evening? We did some land painting, so let's make that a bit smaller because do something like that, right? It wouldn't have been paved, right? It's just going to be dirty like this. It's going to dirty. It's going to be dirt like this because it's just a high traffic area. People walking to and from the house, right? They're not going to have a paved path. It's just going to be, there was grass here. There's no longer grass here. Flip all the time. Oh, you mean the game? Yes. Yes, Gandhi's going to be playing the game, allegedly. Do I have a smaller spruce that I could place? Oh, I could do smaller willows. Those could be kind of cute, right? Right. Where is the arrow? There it is. Couldn't find it. I just wanted to feel enclosed. I wanted to feel like that. Perfect. Foliage everywhere. Trees everywhere. Classic Gaga. I do like the classic Gagas. You know, normally I would listen to it on stream, but Gandhi listens to it on his stream just before my stream, and I'm like, I can't sit here and listen to the same albums again, after Gandhi just listened to them, so I don't listen to her very often on streams. But now Gandhi's not streaming before us, I can. So I think we can have some variety with the bushes and stuff because you know witches would harvest the herbs and stuff. So I guess that could work. It's foresty vibe. Hi Shaka, hi, welcome in. How you doing? You haven't listened to this one in years. Should we put on some of our albums then? I think we should, right? Let me just skipping it just so I can put the album back on. Shocker, how are you doing? A windfall's coming. Check your coat pockets and forgotten accounts. We like money. Remember Gemini's in 2009? I'm making us all feel old, but thank you. I don't know if I want to do reds or just lots of overgrown greens. Because look at that. That's beautiful already, right? So what I can do is you just randomly place it. You spin it around. So it's never in the same direction. Never too many next to each other, right? I don't mind foliage and stuff. It just has to look... It can't look organized. It has to be chaotic. If it's not chaotic, it looks prim and proper, and then that's not the same style that like a forest would look like, right? Things don't grow uniform in a forest. You don't have like rows of trees. They're all going to be different sizes, different areas, different spaces apart, right? You're old, we can all be old together, but not as old as Hangry. And Marlboro is such a long command, you've started chiming as the other two played before it's over. Like, it takes so long. Let me do the other ones. You're born in 2010, so don't remember the album releases. Right, Hangry, yeah. Okay, if you say so. So Lady Gaga performed this live, and I forget her coming out on a scooter. I wish I could have seen Lady Gaga live. She does so many awesome performances, and I know so many people have seen them. I just can't do crowds. Like, I'm really awful, especially when it comes to dealing with people. I've been to concerts before, but even then I struggled because I was like, too many people stresses me out. 2010, Stitchy, don't believe him. It's Hangry, he's lying. He was born like 35 years ago. Like a while ago. Also, he crowds, yeah. I had seen I saw Take That at the O2 Arena in London, and it was absolutely iconic, but getting to and from it was a pain. The crowds everywhere, awful. The crowds to get to the toilet, awful. Like, it was just horrible experience for that. Shoko, thank you for the 40 streams streak. I appreciate you. 40 is half of 80. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's half of 80. It is, exactly. Happy Friendly Friday. Hi, Wolf Ted. How's work going? Weed in your face once? I'm sure you love that too. Not a lie. I think I remember you telling me this. Yes. This is true. Brother's born in 2010. He's 16 this year. Is that wild? Is that wild? You got BTS in London in July. Are you excited? I'm like Crypt Keeper. Not the Crypt Keeper. All these young people make me feel old. I feel not old, but when I speak to people and they say things, I'm like, now I'm old. Oh, this is like the perfect bush. This is a hazel. This is absolutely perfect for a witchy cottage. Bushes, shrubbery. We should probably put some near the house too. Right, I'm going to dump that there. I'm probably going to move that. The fact that I can't place it under the tree here is going to drive me nuts. So I'm going to have to deal with that in a second. I had to put that down and move it. Yeah, the worst sore throat, ooh, at Art Pop. Is that because of how you paid for the tickets? So friendly when you start the game. Wolf's Edge, you're always friendly, especially when we start the game. Is this a Gandhi challenge? This is a Gandhi challenge, yes. We are doing some more Gandhi challenge today. This was, he had an interestingly shaped box over here, and we're making it work. We're doing things. We're making it look pretty. And by pretty, I do mean old and decrepit and falling apart, right? I'll move those bushes. You're with a potato, you are. Yes. 50 streams streak. There you go, Wolf Dad. Thank you for streaking on us. I appreciate you. I saw them at O2 and Wembley. Oh, so this is not the first time you're seeing them. We like that too. But yes, Shocker, this is a Gandhi challenge. Whenever you're building Gandhi's new home, yes, this will be where he'll be living. Gotta go the free ticks, babies. Yes, that's how I got a Switch too, as well. Just want another bush or something just to add one more variety. There we go. Just one more. Just to sell us on the we're in the middle of the woods vibe. Lots of bushes, lots of overgrownness. There we go. I want to put stuff underneath this one, so I'm actually going to place stuff first. And then I'm going to shuffle it in because the way that the tree was placed, I can't put anything under the tree, so that's going to drive me a little nuts, but it's okay. I'm just going to do it like this real quick. There we go. Okay. I don't think this is the right day of time for this either. Return that bitch to the witch's cottage. He is a witch, so it makes sense. You've been a fan since 2015, then it makes sense that you would have seen them a few times, right? I mean, I love Lady Gaga and I still haven't seen them, but maybe one day, right? Your cottage, is it you're gonna share? You called dibs first. Are you gonna fight for it? You're getting a haircut tomorrow. You haven't had one since early January. You're long overdue. Are you excited? I hate haircuts. That's why I just do my own. Okay, so what I wanted to do, I think I could put a fireplace here, couldn't I? Or I could put one here, but I have that window, so I don't know. No, I want to swap that round. I think actually it would be nicer over here. Put that here. Because then what I can do is I can have the stairs on this side and then have the gorgeous fireplace coming up here, right? Because then you can see the fireplace when you're coming in this side. It's hidden over there a little, you know. David, the 75 stream streak? David, I appreciate that. Thank you. Do you have quite a few people? You have seen a few. You went to Tina Park twice, so you ticked off a lot of people then. That's smart, right? Because they've had so many people performing, it counts as seeing them all live, right? We can tell. Thank you, Hankry. It's a good idea. We love a good idea. Fringe is quite long. It's controlled for a few weeks. You start doing its own thing. It's always good to get a little trim here and there, right? Just so it's not too much chaos. Okay, so yes, what we could do, if I find the middle point, I could put a little fireplace in. So if I find a damaged wood, is there any damaged, not damaged wood, like a stone. I could do like a rectangular cobblestone. I don't know if any of these are dated enough. That one might be the most dated looking block that we have. But say if I was to bring it out by 3, like this. It's not centered, but I feel like it wouldn't be centered, right? When to take that with the horny middle-aged women? It was actually a gift. The ticket was. We went with a group of people, so there was a lot of people there, acting the way you would expect them to. I like that one. David, thank you for the 200 biddies. I appreciate you. But they put on a really good performance. They're performers, not just artists, right? They didn't just stand there and sing. That's only 7. That's 10. I'm screwing that up. I think the fireplace needs to be absolutely massive. That's 8. That's 7. Okay, if I bring that out by 1 more, or I just bring that one. Wait. No, my math is not mathing. That's 8 on that side. Yeah, no, I'll take 1 out of here. There we go. I don't want to make it too big. It'll be weird, right? So we'll just close it off like this. Okay, yes. Anyway, it was a great time. They had all of the fun performances. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And it was like watching a theater production rather than just seeing people singing, right? David, thank you for the biddies. I appreciate you. You may be one of them. Look, they're cute. I completely get it. I understand. Ryan Gosling's a new movie coming out later this month. You say, did I see? Like, there's any chance that I would have seen. You know, I don't catch up on any news, Shoko, right? Like, ever. I'm really bad at it. Like, really bad. Awful. The worst when it comes to keeping up to date with these things. Maybe if it was a game, I might know, but even then, that's slim. Okay, see, look, we could have like that gorgeous chimney fireplace, right? Because then we can have the fireplace here and then a fireplace in the bedroom. Because over there is going to be like stairs going up. Yeah. That's a bit cute. Is it a fully nude movie? If it isn't, would we be interested? No. Hangry's like, I know who that person is. Because they voiced Pikachu. That was it. That's all he knows them for. I think that should go up a little higher. Maybe like one more. Right. Little chimney. I think it's kind of cute. Maybe what I'll do is, just so it's not completely flat, let me, if I get one of these, uh, like this, take that to like there. Maybe a little bit further down. And then do that. Then it's just a little deeper at the bottom. I think that's a little bit more realistic. Yeah, you go. Like that. Perfect. Amazing. I like that. We watched the first half of the movie called The Fall Guy last night. 2-hour mark about stuntman who's bought ex-girlfriend's movie, and then the lead actor goes missing and he has to try and find him. I think I remember seeing like a trailer for that, but I never watched the movie. When I heard a song for the first time and it made it into your personality, you're not wrong. Yes, Paparazzi. Hangry, that happened with many of her songs I listened to, and I was like, that's my personality now. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Hangry. It is my personality. Lady Gaga is practically my personality at this point. It's like the one artist I listen to all the time. Okay, here's our chimney. Right, I still can't fit under that. Here's our chimney, right? So what we could do is we could actually put a proper chimney fireplace in. The campfire does have flames on it, so technically I think we could use that. I think it has flame. I don't know, we'll figure it out. And then I could maybe put a cauldron in, right? I love when it autocorrects to Lady Haha. Lady Haha. Her new song, yes. We love Lady Haha and her new music. Okay, well, I'll put this down here. So, Hangry, aside from Pokopia, what are your weekend plans? Are you going to be doing anything other than Pokopia? Or is it just Pokopia? I think that looks weird. That also looks weird. I know. I'll figure that out. Hi, Nerdy. How you welcome in. Your favorite Lady Haha song is Coco Place. We love a Lady Haha, though, right? Nerdy, how you doing? This by 2 also came out and is really fun. I saw a few people playing it yesterday. I liked the first game, so I might actually look at getting it. I know it's only in early access, but that means nothing these days. It's pretty much a finished game. They'll just do a few bug fixes, right? I like the first one. I might play that. Well, you said did you pick it up? Trying with all your might, not just say your mum. I love how you're trying really hard to say something other than your usual go-tos, right? Okay, the campfires, right? These can be, there we go. If I use a fireplace, it won't work the same, right? Because I don't even think you can light them. And then the rest are very modern. I don't know if there's any which very modern and fancy. Like none of them would look like you just find it in a cheap cottage, right? None of them. I think I'd rather just build one. This, in spite of the gestures, just gestures in general, I get you. I'm glad that you are existing. It's always nice to see. You did get it? Well, Dad, what do you think? Your mum! Daddy gets it. This goes with some rocks. I think we could, maybe I could put like a wooden mantle in and then on the inside kind of bring out the texture a little, I think. Because obviously this doesn't need to come up to here. It only needs to come up to like, say, like here, right? Yeah, and then we could put a cute little mantle in. You may be in Heartopia. That's understandable. What if we had more than one fire? It's gonna look weird because of the fact that it's done like that, right? What if I put one in the middle too? Just one really large fire. No, it looks silly. You wouldn't have multiple like that. You just have one big one, but there's no bigger one than this. Tanner's already got a bit of the ice storm, so you've hunkered down. Always smart to stay safe, right? Already finished your Gandhi challenge last weekend. That's fine too. Are you happy with how it turned out? So we could do a little cauldron, like a little witch's cauldron. So I kind of like it. Dropping the floor a bit to hide the bottom of the fire. Well, it's not the bottom that was the issue. It was mostly because it was pointed and it's not logs, right? It's not log fire. It sticks like a campfire. That's fine for now. Okay. Let me bring this down. I think that's probably a decent height, right? I love how I'm focusing on a small detail when I haven't even done the house yet. I'm just like, let me just do it. We need more logs. I think actually just having logs that were on fire would work. The house is currently for sale. Okay, good. So you're enjoying it and you're happy with it? You're done with it? You're not going to touch it anymore? It's a question chat if anyone wants it. Okay, so let me... I need to figure out what wood I'm going to use. I need something that's rotten and disgusting. Dirty wood, damaged wood, maybe. Because I need... I quite like that. It's already pretty dark, right? Right. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I actually don't know if I need the ones on the side anyway, so might be able to get rid of those and put something different in. Something else. There's a Pokemon chat if anyone wants to. I keep trying to catch these bloody Pokemon, and I don't have any Pokeballs. I can't want to get any more. Imagine lights and the switches, but otherwise I put the cell signs on and upload it. Okay, good idea. At least you'll be done by the end of the month then. More like wood and probably round and straight edges. That's what I was thinking. I put that in. I know that you would have the mantle above the fireplace, and I put the side things in. I was like, I don't know if I like that. There might be some architecture blocks that I could use that might be a little more appropriate in here, like that, even, right? If that was also in wood, if I place that, I might be able to just copy a texture that I've used somewhere. There we go. Be more like that. I don't think you would have the full frame all the way around it. You just have the mantle up here, right? That might still be too high. I don't know. I also need to replicate the style that I have outside. I completely forgot. If I don't do that now, I'm going to forget. That was 3 all the way around, right? If I forget, it will never get done, and then I'll be like, why does it look so strange? Ignore those bushes. They're not staying there. I'm going to move those. Might add the new and get it off your list. Yes, you should probably do it now. Get it done. You have to worry about it, right? Okay. Oh, no. I want it to be framed. That goes down to the bottom too. I want it to be framed, so it's going to be small segments of wall like this, right? Luda, have you started your Gandhi challenge yet? If you have, how's it going? I don't want to do with this. I think I'm going to change that. Okay. And then I think I'm going to run this across the top. Like that, because then it frames it really nicely. I'm going to change the roof to be wood too, because in these, this is a very small cottage, folks, right? Very small. It wouldn't be, you wouldn't have the luxury of having a different ceiling to your floor. It would just be, you'd look directly up and that would be the floorboards of the roof, I mean, of the ground above, right? Like that. Do I want to put this here? Because technically this is the house and then the chimney was like an addition. You'll be tapping into it this weekend, Saturday and Sunday probably. Will you be streaming it, Luda? That wouldn't be safe, right? To have the wood. Because that is going to be a wooden block, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? It looks right. Gonna crush all of us. Ludo has the experience. So they might be able to. Of course. Okay, good. I mean, I would assume you would have streamed it, but you never know, right? You might have been like, actually, I don't want to show you peasants any of what I'm working on. And that would have been okay too, you know. Okay, so another thing I also wanted to do was if I could find what would be the best thing to do it with? I guess I could do cubes. But I can't make it any flatter, so I'd have to put them all into the wall, which might take a while. If I do it with board, how small can I make the board? Now, I always type board in. Thank you. Okay. How small could... Oh, I can make these pretty small. Okay, so what I'm thinking is... resize this. What I want to do is have that run at an angle, right? Because these kind of, the style that they had, they would have the beams going through it to support it also. Though I should probably figure out where I'm going to put my windows in before I start dicking around with that. Does smoke come from this fire? I don't think it does, right? I was thinking if there's smoke coming out, I'd put one at the top so you can have the smoke coming out. It'll look kind of cute. Okay. We should figure out windows. We want Old English, so it's going to be... It's going to have Munton, obviously. Has to. We probably want something like these. Maybe. These would look really nice. Is there an option to have them wooden? I think they're too churchy though, right? I feel like it's a little churchy. Like the different, it looks churchy in a sense that a lot of money has gone into it. Like the detail, like the cute little at the top, the circular piece, like that's very expensive. And I'm like, yeah, it's a little much, right? If you were, you wouldn't, if you were an old witch and you had a little cottage that's been here for 200 years, it wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have spent a ton of money putting fancy windows in, you know? Yeah. Hi, Findle. Hi, welcome in. Happy Friday. How are we? I hope that you're doing well. I think something like this would be better because I could just make the wood look a little distraught and decayed, right? But it definitely wouldn't be super fancy, is what I'm saying. Because that's almost too fancy a window. What about square ones like that might be better. That's not super fancy. If I turn that into just a wooden like that, that would be better. That would be better. Monk's Cottage, and yes, yeah, but they wouldn't have spent any money doing this place up, making it fancy, right? They would have just done all the cheapest stuff, just made a crappy little cottage in the woods, right? You're fine. I'm glad to hear it. We are doing good. We're enjoying our Friday. We're just doing some house flooper today, and we're working on our Gandhi. You can just remove the glass completely. That goes from having glass to, that's no glass. That's just a hole in the wall. I love that. You could just be like, yeah, sure, I don't want glass at all. None whatsoever. Okay. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're having a good time today. We're playing some yeah, we're getting it done. I'm hoping it will come out nicely. I have a vision. Whether I can execute the vision is a different question. Now, these aren't the same. Where's my warm yellow? Is that the same one? Yeah, okay. Like that. What are you working on right now? So this is our Gandhi challenge. So Gandhi likes to make these cute little boxes, these shells that he does. So the bottom layer of this, the ground floor, including this wall here, this is what he had put in, right? So I'm trying to, with the same style that he's given us, or the box that he's given us, make something that I think would work. And I guess the first thing I came up with was an old English witch's cottage. So that's the style that I'm trying to do. And I'm just trying to make it look old and dated. And I want to make it look like it's been here for a very long time, but it's also been abandoned for a while too. So I'll see what I can do. I feel like we're getting something. We're getting something. And I think it's nice. It's coming together. I need to make that darker. Maybe also a dark warm. I feel like that is not damaged. That's not the same thing, right? We didn't do damage. It's damaged wood. That's the same. Okay, what do the other ones look like? Damaged painted wood. See, those are too bright. The moldy, I don't know if I want moldy wood. It's like the moldy wood, it puts the green in. I don't know how I feel about the green. Am I using damaged? What is this? Oh, it is damaged. Oh. I love how it looks different too. On different things. Hmm. Did I make a custom color for this? I did, didn't I? Did. Yeah, I was using upstairs. I did. I used a custom wood. Right. I remember now. I did use a custom wood because I couldn't get the right color to match for this window, right? So I made a custom brown so it would match the roof, the beams, because apparently even picking warm yellow too somehow was a different color on different items. So this word. Okay, that's better. That looks a little bit more dated. I could put a little windowsill. Can I have shutters on these too? No. Can I place my own version of shutters? No. Oh. Well, I think shutters would have been really cute. I was like, let me put a gate on it and just have the gate open, but that also wouldn't work. You know, it's fine. It doesn't need to have shutters. I just thought it would have been cute. But you know what? It's okay. Why can't I place that? Is the bush in the way? The bush was the problem here? The the bush is the problem, folks. Guys, please trim your bushes. They're causing me too many problems. That's not going to work for me. It works beautifully down here because there's enough space, but up here, those windows are too big. Do we have smaller of these, like, shorter windows? That's only one block shorter, 5x7 instead of 5x8. 7 is the smallest. I think it would work. I think it's fine. Trimming your bushes. Red. The bushes needed trimming, okay? Oh, that also looks weird because it's now... I think my roofs are too low. I couldn't just not have windows upstairs. It would look strange, wouldn't it? It would look very strange to not have windows upstairs. I may have to raise the roof a little, maybe a tad, maybe. I love this when you get into the game. So much fun. For being a monk, yes. Ludo, you're going to be the monk in the game for us. How's that? Raise the roof. I might have to. I want to have two here, but I want to make sure that these aren't even lined up on that side, right? What's the difference here? Okay, we have 4 there and only 3 there. So bring that one in by 1. And then the space between them is a 5. So I want to bring this in by, that has to be in by 4, right? 4, 5. And then that is, we're ignoring that. We'll talk about that. This one will also come in by 4, so bring that in by 1. This is only 3, so let's bring that in. 4, 6. Negligible, we're not paying attention to that. Okay, fine. We're getting somewhere. I needed to change this because I wanted to do these beams running through it, but I'm going to have to figure out where the windows are going to be before I do. Yeah, maybe we should raise the roof just so I can fit windows in upstairs without it looking too strange, because I don't think the windows... I mean, it's a great height because it's a small cottage, right? You're just making use of the attic space, but it looks strange not having windows up here. Because that would be the only window because there's a chimney on this side. Though, this side is a little higher. I could put windows on this and just have windows here and here. There would have been a ton of windows, right? Let's have a look. Right, if I did it like that. Damn it. I guess it doesn't look awful. It looks strange from one side and then not the other, so. I think there's no middle point for that either. I think that's too many windows. I think it's too many windows. I'm going to bring that in by 1. The way you blasted this song whilst driving. Are you driving right now, Hangry? I'm changing that because I want to use the smaller one anyway. Sell those. Okay, let's try this again. I think it's too many windows. I want to say it's too many windows, folks. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's because it's such a flat wall. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, ignore me. Maybe it is just because it's a flat wall. Imagine stepping, driving, playing poker, beer, and humming. You're doing all of the things. Definitely too many. Do you think maybe half? Oh, gymming, not humming. Then Mr. thinking you were singing. What if I try half? Right? Like put that... Wrong button. Like put that in the middle. And just have half as many. I still feel like I don't like it. I still feel like I don't like it. Okay, let me just leave it for now. Your voice is more suited to Korean operas. Are you going to sing for us? Is that what you're saying? Also, I'm going to change the time too. I don't like it. Now, Rick, stop pressing things. There we go. To be honest, is more colonial. Well, I mean, technically, this isn't an English cottage, right? What area is your cottage? Well, this is an English cottage, so colonial is colonialism, which is English. So finally building the mansion. Yeah, the mansion, Tom. Tom, what are you doing? Okay, maybe 7. Why am I in the AMs? I'm pretty sure I was picking PMs. 7 PM. Ah, that might be a bit better. Oh, wait, wrong game. Tom, are you playing this too? Are you working on your thing? Preserving your voice for your debut. But you're playing Star Sand. Oh, yeah, we're definitely playing Star Sand. That's what we're playing right now. Tom knows so well. I'm not liking any of these windows. They're not small enough for what I want. I just wanted to have cute windows everywhere, but I don't know how I'm feeling about it. Don't know how I'm feeling about it. Giving up his Genny said that participation is unwanted. Yeah, but he'll complain if you don't do it too, Tom. So take your pick. Can't put that there already then. Okay, I love how I've left this candle outside. This candle's been sitting here because I put it there last stream because I was like, I want to build cute little candle holders, and I've just left it here. Your ex-husband was a real paper gangster. You know, I still have no idea what a paper gangster is. Do they just mean like a gangster but on paper? Like as a not real gangster? Is that what that means? Did that go through the... I'm resizing it, not moving it, right? I love how... I can't actually make that any smaller. It just puts it through the roof. They kill people with paper cuts. That would make sense too. I can't even use that because I can't walk under it. I love that. I know. It looks strange. I think it's because the house is so flat right now that it's looking strange, right? I think that's my problem. Continue for the end of March. Okay, you do that. You leave it till last minute, Tom, and then you bail and cancel and say you didn't have enough time. You're more than welcome to, Tom. What if I do small round windows? Can I make these wood? Is it possible? Yeah, but it's going to look weird with the door handle. What handles do I... Okay, it's fine. Flower box. I think flower boxes would be nice. Higher ceilings. Well, I can only raise the roof on the top floor. This is a real fake biatch. Is that what that means? It's just being fake? The problem is I don't want to make it too big. Although the smaller window, maybe I just make smaller windows because downstairs it's like the perfect height. It's a cottage. It's old. Nothing was big. Everything was always small, right? I think this is a great size for the roof of or the attic space of a cottage. The windows just are too big. That one's fine because it's a big window, but I mean big wall. Maybe I just put in the smaller windows. Only upstairs have small windows, right? How small is that? Not small enough. I don't know if I like any of them. I don't know if I like them. I don't. I then I don't. I don't know. I don't know if I like them. Window boxes would be nice because it would break up the flat walls everywhere, right? Um, it is a challenge. It is a challenge for sure. And it's my fault for trying to pick something in a style that the game doesn't have much of. What is that? Ooh. Oh, see, look, if only that wasn't off-centered. You should make the walls twice as thick. Not making the walls thicker. Those are cute windows. because they're small. With the windows deep and curves, makes me twitch the off-centeredness. It's the... This one would be... No, actually, that wouldn't be fine because they're all the same width, too. You know what? Never... We could fix that. We could fix that. We don't use these. We use these instead. Like that. Because then that's the smaller window, and then this... We can use a larger one, right? Like that. I think that could work, and then use small ones upstairs. That's so much better. Yeah. Windows deepen the curves into them from the outside. You mean curves like this kind of curve? Smaller windows sunk in. Like this. These small windows which are sunk in. I got the windowsills on the wrong side. I actually liked them the other way around. I liked them being in like that, and then this would be like, I would literally put a window box here. Read all your messages. Okay, fine. You want me to put 2 walls, and then with the windows deep and curves into them from the outside. Yes. Small windows sunk in. Double the thickness of the walls, but then it would make the place so much smaller. And Mocha, that wouldn't be like an English cottage. They wouldn't be super thick. Well, I mean, they could be. It's fine, Mocha. I'm gonna go with this. I like this. I think windows like that work. Oh, I need to remove the shutters. So what Brim did and they won? Well, if it's already been done. I like that. I like this. No windowsill. I like that because it is in. They're like sunk in, right? Yeah, I like that. Because then I can put little window boxes in front of them. Would they still have flowers in after all this time? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, I get to do with the off-centeredness again. I don't mind this. I think it's cute. Because it was an English cottage. Well, he did do an English cottage, yeah. I don't hate that. Okay. I don't know if they have them. Do they have window boxes? I don't know what they'd be called. I don't know what they'd be called. Do they even exist? If you want to finish the bathroom, so I guess you're not finished. Well, I guess you'll have to go do it then. So you can get it done, because otherwise Tom will beat you when Tom decides to do it in a week's time, or a week before the end of the thing. I think I type planter. Box. I don't know if it... Plant pot. That would be correct on the windowsill, like that. But you can't place them there. I'm going to shuffle them up. Shame on for having Tom, America's Worst Gamer, beat you. I can say America's Worst Gamer. And we're still talking about Tom. Shame. Oh, this one's a wit. There we go. That one would be better. I like how I typed in... No, I guess I didn't put wall plant. Okay, they do have them. I was sure I had used them before. Which one do I want to use? I don't know. But yes, wolf that exactly. The shame. Ah, that one's wooden. That would be better, right? The one that looks like a window planter isn't a window planter. Or like a wall planter. So that one's got plastic and metal, not that one. That one, I think, is too square. This one looks much more rugged. It's not long enough, though. What about that one? That one. And then we can still use a metal, but if we use like a damaged iron or something like that. That's better, right? Do you have them directly under the window, or like is it in front of the window? I think it might be more flush like that. More flush like that, I think. I think it's cuter. I like it. With that, what are you doing today? How's your day going? I have the worst headache today for no reason whatsoever. Now, is that too many window boxes? I don't know. I don't even know how you're supposed to water the plants that were on there. You have a migraine? Did you play too many games today, Mocha? Or the pugs being pests today? This also drives me nuts. It's like the fact I can't place it up there, but I want to place it here. But it's like, you can't place it there. I was like, yes, I can. That's where I want it. Oh, wait. Hmm. I think that needs to go out a little bit further. Headaches suck. It's like right behind my eyes, too. I like that. I think the top windows shouldn't have plants because you'd never be able to get up there to take care of them, right? At least if they're down here, you can walk around with a little watering can. TD, yeah, TD. Oh, there's a quest in chat. If I would like to join, come on, just join. And there was headache the other day, just didn't want to go away. Has it gone yet? Or is it me? I might be Hangry's headache. Okay, I want to find a little plant. I just want something that's it just needs to be like a little shrub, right? It's like a money plant. Cute. Like a little shrub that I could just put in all of them. Definitely me. It's definitely me, right? Lasted since Tuesday. Oh, is it just work then? I think that would make more sense. We could have cute little pansies up here. Right? Like a little variety of plants. Like that. Cute little window box with some pansies. Wouldn't they be dead? Technically would be dead, right? That was my logic and reasoning. Is like, if this is going to be abandoned for so long, I think cute decorative flowers would be dead. Well, I say decorative. Even if they were in here, they would probably have, you know, if they're not tended to, I think they would, right? Like these are bushes. Like these just grow wild regardless, same as the creeper plants. I think any kind of cute plant like this, it wouldn't look uniform anyway. Maybe there are some, I don't want to put dead plants in, but maybe there's something less cute looking that would look more overgrown. Maybe there is a small shrub that I could just put in each one. There might be. Just put a whole bush in. Like, yeah, that's it. That's gonna fix everything. Just a bush. Maybe not. Maybe not a bush. I'm saving my hanging plants for the actual walls themselves. If we look in sandbox mode, this is gonna show me all the dead stuff. I might be up. I mean, you got nettle, like stinger nettle. Actually, stinger nettles are very English. I should probably put these down, right? The game's going to treat them like they're weeds and they're part of the job to remove them. But nettle soup is a thing that people consume. And, you know, you run through nettles and you sting all up your leg and then someone has to pee on your leg to make it better, you know? Stinger nettles. Finding out the binder you ordered to put your cards in. Is that for the Yu-Gi-Oh ones or the Pokemon one? Didn't you say you already had the Pokemon one? Look, now we got nettles everywhere. So guys, don't be running through the garden because you're gonna get stung. And then you'll complain. Okay, let's look more. There is some dead, yeah. There is dead plants, but Ludo, even the dead plants would have eventually rotten and become just mulch, right? In theory. Those are thistles. Those are Scottish thistles. You love dead plants. We have a lot of dead plants in our house. I'm not sure the best solution for this. The Pokemons have the priority. They will be in the room, but it's for the Yu-Gi-Ohs. Oh, okay. Well, at least now you've got it, right? So I'm assuming you're putting them in there so that you can decide which ones to keep, which ones to sell, right? Looks better than color. Yeah, for sure. The cute little pansies and decorative plants, those would be dead by now. I want something that... Maybe I just don't put anything in them, Ludo, because the plants would be dead. They would have rotten away. They would have become nothingness, right? They would have already done whatever plants do when they die. Disappeared. Oh no. Oh, not there. Like the second picture I sent you, of course, Queen. Also, hi, Queen. Good morning. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? You know what else could also work? Bear in mind, this is going to be damaged, broken ones. I don't know if I can break them, but I can just throw them on the ground and they've fallen, like wear and tear. The elements just cause them to fall off. And I can have like spillage, like soil that's fallen out or something, you know? Hi, Ali Cakes. Hi, welcome in. Happy Friday. If it's a witch cottage, they would have been filled with herbs and plants to use. Most of the witches are perennials, which normally die, but the stems and such. Yes. Which is why I wanted to have the dead plants too, but then I was like, if it's been 100 years, the dead plants would have rotten into soil, like literally mulch again, right? The tilted one is good. I can actually add like a little damage here, like a stain to show that it's fallen a little, right? Because we can actually do... I don't know if I'm somehow going the wrong way. There we go. If I do this, right? Maybe not that one. Oh, wait, I could do that, right? If I do this, if I make that a little bit smaller, I could make it so it's fallen down, you know, which would work. And okay, so how are you doing? Jelly told me to buy this game. Oh, you told Jelly to buy it, but he said no. He would have to stop playing Minecraft for 5 minutes to play this, wouldn't he? Hi, Snacks. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Friday to you also. This is a pain. I'm gonna have to move this first. And then place it. Because it needs to be smaller. Thinking like that. No, I don't think that looks right. I just wanted it to show that it had fallen off. He's hooked on Minecraft? He is. He's really enjoying it. This is Allie. I am Allie. Hi, Allie. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? You're doing good. I'm glad that you're doing well, Snacks. We're also doing well. We're working on our challenge right now. I have a headache, so my brain is half working, and I'm not sure why, but it is. But it's fine. We'll figure it out. Imagine if we had, like, creepy little hands. Like, it's like Skyrim all over again. You know? We could do that. But yes, happy Friday, everyone. I hope that we're doing well. I just wanted something that implied... Ah, wait, that one. That's almost like something has fallen off. I'm gonna end up just like damaging the whole build, but I would have loved to do There was one which looks like an open door, like it's been dragged open. I don't know if that, like that. Like that. If I can make that smaller, I could maybe make that work, right? Like that. There we go. Like it was sitting there and it's just scratched along the wall as it's slowly fallen down. It was up there, now it's fallen down. And then this one's just on the floor. This one's just laying there on the floor. Everything fell off of it. I wonder if I could get something that that's not bright dark enough. I was gonna get like 2 holes where the thing had just fallen off the wall. You know, headache. Ooh, stop that silly brain. I know what it is. It's not that warm. It just feels really stuffy. That's a coffee stain. That's a coffee. That is not what I want. I just want something that's just a small dot. That would be like as if it was nailed in and the nail's been pulled out the wall. Now it's just a hole in the wall. I guess that could work, right? Like that. Easy, right? That was bolted onto the thing. It's now fallen off. I think that works. I like that. I like that. Had a headache the other day and I just went to bed. I honestly, that I used to have a lot of headaches growing up, so that was my solution, was just to always just go take a nap. I was like, oh, I've got a headache. Okay, bye. You know, as a kid, it was awful because, you know, if you're at school, it's not like you could just go home and sleep. But if I was at home, at least I could just go to bed. I wish these were a little taller, but no, I can't flip those upside down because it's going to look strange because they're hanging. They're not growing upwards, they're hanging. But if I had more than one, could I make that work? I don't know if I want it with a plant on. I mean, a plant still works, even if it's got a plant on it, right? It's overgrown. That's the point, right? The fact that I can't place it anywhere. The game's like, you can't place it now. Okay, maybe like over here. That could that could almost work, I think. Looks a bit strange. Yeah, I think that's gonna look strange. Getting a call? Of course, we'll be here. I mean, it gets to work. It's fine. And then I kind of want it to go up even higher. I want it to come up here, right? Because it's got to be overgrown. It's got to be uncontrollable. So I could put one there, right? And then I could put one kind of like in the middle, maybe. I could even angle it slightly. Like this. It looks very pretty because it's a flower, though. That's the only inconvenient part. But it doesn't mean you couldn't have overgrownness with flowers, too. Just the overgrown has to be the flower. There can't be flowers from before it was overgrown. If that makes sense. Thank you, Head. Is this a new build, Ali? This is the one that we started kind of at the end of our stream last Friday. This is the Gandhi one that we were doing. Because he'd released his shell challenge, and I wanted to do like a witch's. Oh, this chandelier needs to go. They work because they grow and take over and would still be alive. Yeah, Ludo, that's like the balance that I'm trying to find. Is if there was plantage from before the witch moved out, that would all be dead. But anything that's now there because it's overgrown and overtaken, that stuff would be alive. So I'm trying to be like, this is post-witch flowerage. Yes, is now a phrase. The pre-witch flowerage would have to be dead because she would have abandoned it and it wouldn't have been taken care of. The cute little windowsill plants are dead. Looking medieval or maybe a bit more Renaissance. So I'm trying to do Old English witch cottage. So I want it to be abandoned for a while, you know, if that makes sense. Overgrown. Tudorish, definitely Tudorish, because we're including a lot of wood, right? I think I want more of this on this side too. The snapping is. Let me place it. What is this? You know, when I'm playing an album of a certain artist, I want you to play into the next album of said artist, right? Please. Preferably. Thank you. You haven't heard from Renaissance in forever. I hope she's well. Hangry. RuPaul called. She wants her silly jokes back. I want to resize that. Bring that in a little. Because then I want to have it kind of go up this way. Angle it a little. You thought that name too? You guys are so silly. So, oh! Oh. I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't know that was a thing. I did not expect that to happen. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't hate that. Wish you could throw some mud on it. I actually can, Allie. I was actually looking at doing that when I was looking at the. That's gonna look too weird, right? That's not. That wouldn't fall like that. It would still be at this angle. It would just go up the wall too. I can rub some dirt on it. Cried your way through the gym, but we did not the crying at the gym, Hangry. Did you hurt your finger? Did you hit yourself in the gym? You excited? We'll have a look at it in a second. I can show you what we can do with it. Let's get some more of this. What I want to do here is resize this. Now I know I could do that. I could do it like this, right? I love I love how it's behind this. I feel like that's going to look a little strange because it's behind it, but I want to take it up to here as well. Oh, you hurt your heart. For real, for real. I'm sorry that you hurt your heart, Hangry. Hangry, you know you're quite cute when you're actually behaving. It's weird to say, but sometimes it is. Please lay down, pats your thigh. Sit here. So over you come. You're in your 10th year of marriage to the night. Allie. Allie, I didn't know you were married. Allie, you're married? Allie, I didn't know you were married. Nobody said it like all confusion. It's like, Allie, I didn't know you were married. I kind of want it like that, but I don't want it to overlap on the roof line though. So maybe I could rotate that and make it look a little. Oh, that actually works a little bit better. Okay, good. That's why I stay up until 4 p.m. Gotta give the night my attention. You're talking about the song that's playing right now. Allie, can you tell I'm paying attention? Can you tell my brain's working? Say that again just for the record. Oh, you want me to tell people that you're nice when you're behaving? I can't say that again. Hi, Amlin. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for your daily rickle. I appreciate you. Amlin, how are you? How's the baby? You know, I think this works fine. It's okay. Anyway, I wanted to show Allie us throwing mud. So we have all of these here. Like you can literally do mud right here if you wanted. Where did the mud go? It went somewhere. Thank you for the nose job. Thankfully, we have the VOD. Technically, you do. Yes. So you could always go back. You're really cuter today. Cuter. What'd I do, Ludo? Need a dunce cap redeem for you? I'll put a little cap on. Ali, I'm sorry, my brain isn't working because I'm working. My brain's on my working's on like one brain cell. She's doing well. She's spending time with her adoptive grandmother. How's that going? Is the drama gone? Are people behaving themselves? Why is this not? Why is it not showing up? Is it because I made the thing too big? Oh, why is it doing that? That's why. That's why. I'm just trying to make it bigger. There we go. I don't know why I linked that and that didn't work. There we go. Okay, so then you can give some texture. Out. This is what I was trying. This is what I was trying to get at. You could always like throw it on like that and just give some texture, right? If you get the right colorings. Your Charizard card has disappeared. I stole it, Z. When I snuck out last night, I took the card with me. I'm so sorry. It was too shiny to leave behind. Hangry said he'd give me $1,000 for it. The baby's mom is the drama. Oh, is she behaving? The mother. That looks good. It definitely gives it more of like a rundown texture. I want to try and get it closer to the color of the wall itself. So it's just like two shades of the wall, right? It needs to be closer to like a white, I think. Like that. That might still be a little too bright. I might have to make it a little darker. And also, your brain cells, that's why you have a headache. It's trying to work with no gas. That might actually be it. There's no gas. There's no energy in my brain for me to do brain things. It's very unfortunate. I think that needs to be darker and... I like it actually is damaged. It almost looks like a damaged texture. I think that's too much. I might need to make that a little bit smaller. Get the mud and the grime on it. Maybe spit on it a little. Tell it it's a bad house. You're a really bad house. Exactly, Yin. That's what I was thinking. Maybe if I make it smaller and I do sections at a time, because then I can control where it is and make sure it looks right. Right. I don't want it on that piece of the wall. That's the only problem. But I can't quite control that because it's all flush. But it's okay. It's fine. But like if I do it like this. How I feel about that. Someone must have actually stolen some over the year. Because no reason it wouldn't be with all the other cards. Maybe someone's sneaking in and stealing it. Yin, how are you doing? Would have crap on it too, though. So yeah, I was looking at it as like it was the chipped plaster, not the chipped wood. But I guess it would still work if we're looking at it as more of a dirt. Maybe I can. Oh, I changed the wrong thing. It looks green though when I'm placing it. That's the part that I don't like. Why is it green when I place it? What if I just went down? No, that's too much. Okay. What if I just made it less obvious, right? Less that like that. That might be better. That might be better, right? Okay, that. It's a very slight difference. Very like it's just a slight damage over it rather than being right. Just a little damaged. Like over the years, something's hit it, knocked a bit of paint off or something, right? Speckled. It's got freckles. The house has freckles. That's what it is. If the freckles were just mud that I've thrown on it. Yeah, I could make this work. Like that. There you go, Ali. I threw some dirt in it. How's that? Who has access to the cards? Someone must have stolen it. Trying to sort through these cards in numerical order is already a task you regret undertaking. You should invite Hangry to help. He would love this. Could be a number of different people. You're not sure. What you should do is interrogate all of them. Invite them over and get a little hammer and hit them on the knees. The little kneecap. And see who winces. If they do, they did it. Stop using your name without permission. Hangry, I'm here to use your name without permission. That's what I do. Literally what I do best. I think another thing that might help a lot with making their home look a little bit overgrown is to just have foliage that's crept into the perimeter of the house, right? We've got these bushes around here. I think moving them closer to the house, maybe even like having a bush right up against the house would also give it a more overgrown look. Something that, because it's like I said, it's been here for a while, so there definitely would have been enough time for a plant to move in, find a good spot. I don't want it clipping through the walls though. I want it as close as possible because there you go. See, it's coming through. There you go. There we go. See, it just makes it look like it's been here longer. Can't trust people in your life. Stealing Pokemon cards is rude. Nice little dirt spots. Thank you. Thank you for the bonk for Hangry too. Inside could have one random corner with a random growing bush and a corner of debris. So when we did the Atlantis challenge on Gandy's stream the other day, I had actually removed and put holes in the wall, and I had, because it was under the water, right? So I had plants coming in, like there was a hole in the hotel, the water had flooded in, the plants are growing. I could definitely do something like that, like take a wall out or at least damage it and have it so like maybe like just a random spot here and have like plants creeping in. Maybe like the vines are coming, they were growing up out here, and then they've also climbed through on the inside, right? Could be quite a cute idea. Also, I realize this is abandoned. I don't think that the cauldron will be lit. That's a great idea. Should we have a look? So what I would do is maybe not the foundation, but if I just randomly took a few blocks like this, like that. I like how that's the same. No, I don't like that. There we go. Like this, right? You're back? How was the meeting? Again, did you have fun? I have a headache, so I'm just out here dying. Work on this challenge. I don't know what I'd do with this wood here. Though actually that should be on both sides anyway, so. That wouldn't look like that anyway. It would be rotten on the inside because it would be exposed to the elements. Boring, the fake smiling and nodding. Yeah, that sounds about right. This might be a case for the moldy wood. Right? Moldy. Damaged old plaster? No. We want mold. It's gonna be moldy because it's gonna be the elements coming in. Yeah, how are you, Gandhi? Yeah, how are you, Gandhi? What are you doing? Maybe not just streams, just nod and agree, yeah. Maybe this well Ed to WitchCon. Because he hates us. Okay, wait. What I'll do is I will just get a darker, maybe like a green. Ooh. That's too obvious. I need to be less obvious. I need to be more subtle. Ah, that might be better. I want it to look like it's damaged, right? It needs to give the appearance that this shouldn't be here, and there is now damage in the build. The one day that you went? Yes. He's like, yes, the one day. You saw Mocha all days. We did have breakfast with Gandhi each day, so that is technically correct. So I could do like a bush like this, right? Because then it's kind of creeping in on this side. I don't want it to actually be clipping through the wall though. It just needs to be next to the wall. And then I could throw some plant coming up through it from the ground, and then I can put it on both sides so it's kind of crept through. When no longer he'd have a panic attack. Oh, for sure. I would end up hiding as well, just like Mocha. Hiding. I think I would have to do this one. I don't know how many I have that are growing up from the ground up. This one. That one. See, these are all the different angles, but they're still growing in the same direction, so I can't have them from the ground up. This one starts at the bottom, so does this one. I could maybe do this one. I want to do it in the same white, though. No, we're just canceling it. My brain. I'm doing things, I promise. So I could do something like that. With the hole in the wall. The plants are kind of coming through. Maybe I could put some foliage on the inside, if I can, hopefully. Surprised you didn't have brunch every day in a huge group, but I guess I'm clingy like that. So, well, because Mocha, Gandhi, and I were all in the same hotel, we had breakfast together because we were in the same place, right? But it was just a lot easier for us to just do it all in one place too. If I put that in the wall, you wouldn't be able, I don't want it to clip. I just want it in the wall. Like that, see? It's on both sides. It's coming in through. Hate me so much they didn't invite me to a breakfast. Wolf Dad, because you would have woken up any earlier than 10 a.m. Wolf Dad, to make it to our hotel or anywhere we were eating breakfast so that you could join us. Wolf Dad, don't be silly. We know you well enough. Creeping to the side wall, to the side wall. Inside wall, yeah. Add something to the inside, yes. I wanted it so it looked like it was coming in. Maybe I could have it growing across the top too. Maybe it went up and across instead of to the side. That could work. Let's try that. Put that there. Have that coming in. Maybe if I can angle it. Like that. There you go. Because then it's growing in up here, and then maybe it creeps across the ceiling a little. Where it's let itself in. Because it's damaged. I like that. So cute friendship goals. It's just us not inviting Wolf Dad to breakfast. Yes. Though in fairness, if I remember correctly, Wolf Dad was up way after the convention had opened. And we always made sure we had breakfast before the convention opened so we could go over. Don't let naked wolves into a hotel restaurant. That may have also been a problem. Yes. I could do something like that, right? That could be like really messy. Let me have a look. Might be a lot. But if I flip it like this, right? No. 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 Jesus. Ah. My brain. Okay. Got there in the end. What if it like that, right? Start there and then kind of tried to spread across the roof. Or the ceiling. Should I say not the roof? Literally ate like 7 to 8 a.m. We did. Exactly. Definitely let them in the bars for a free of 20 a night. Yeah, those were very expensive drinking nights just to get into them too, which was wild to me. What do you mean a cover charge? Are the drinks not being purchased inside anyway, regardless? What do you want extra money for? So rude. Okay, I like that. I really like bars that have a huge cover charge. I don't think they should have one regardless, but especially when you had to pay to go into some for a specific event and then you wouldn't even get to see the event. Mm-hmm. Actually, if I remember correctly, the one that you had that had the event on that we didn't get to see was the one that we didn't have to pay for because we didn't get to see it and they covered the cost of the people that were. There we go. The cost was the people that had reserved their spots, so I guess we didn't lose out much on that. Okay, I like that. I think it's supposed to be a little bit darker anyway. Yeah. Cover charges makes no sense to me. Okay, I like that. I like the plant creeping in. So let's have it. We're gonna be organizing these Pokemon cards by number. You're gonna need more coffee. See how many coffees you had so far. Did they have brunch at bars? I would assume places have bars, brunch at bars, right, Allie? Now the number of windows isn't gonna drive me nuts. I think it makes more sense. Oh. Where is the beam on this side? I love I can't tell where that is. Here. Okay. Windows. I need to put windows in, but I also want to put stairs in. So I think I want to put stairs like along that wall, maybe. Because I want to do like a little step up here and then up here, because a little corner would make sense, right? I think. Drag brunch, mimosas, and brunch. Bottomless mimosas, too. The one we get in free at bars, one of our early privileges. I don't know. Is that a thing? I mean, I think we went to most of them were gay bars anyway, so I don't know. Sometimes in Houston, not Houston. Not sure it's San Diego. I clearly definitely know these things, so I'm chiming in because I really know everything about bars and because I go all the time, clearly. Oh, I love this song. This is one of my most favorite Lady Gaga songs. I think if I'm going to do stairs, they're going to be fully wooden. So I think just... Are those too detailed? Those are varnished. They wouldn't be varnished. Those are stone. Those are very modern. That's also somewhat modern. Carpet, modern. That, I think, is modern. That means that's the only option, and I think that little step there... Can I make that wood instead of concrete? Apparently I could make it leopard print. Or I can make it wood. Oh, okay, good. I was hoping I would be able to. Damaged wood. Damaged wood in that wood. Because then I can just paint the block behind it, right? You don't go to bars, so you don't have to worry about it. Also, I'm doubtful any of you will make it to Europe to actually meet you. Well, maybe one day, Allie. Then we could all hang out with Allie, right? At the bars. Because Allie will be taking us to all of the bars that Allie goes to, right? That is ridiculous. That is not right. That was not right in the slightest. Now that's too steep. Thank you. No, my buttons aren't buttoning today. That might be better. You're welcome, gay people. No, with that attitude. I take you to the gay part of Amsterdam because that's where you hang out in general. That's where we'll be going then. You heard it. Ali said it. We're going there. I think they wouldn't have had the luxury of large staircases either. They would have just been mid. Sorry, I'm trying to get that to fit. They wouldn't have been super wide. They would just been pretty simple staircases, right? Like that. And then you just go up. Simple stairs. You're down. Okay, Luda's going. Let's go. Could a millionaire pay for all your plane tickets and hotels to visit you? That's a much better attitude. You know, you could always ask Hankry for his credit card details. I've got hiccups now. Why have I got hiccups? No clue. I feel like that should just go to the end, right? Forget it, Charlie. Wow, you hate me. I'm down. I'll pack your bags. There you go. I knew Z would want to go. Is that right? No, I'm missing a step. There we go. Stairs. It would have the exposed understairs because it's old and dated. Because it's almost like an afterthought. Didn't we just listen to this? Did we just listen to it? I'm sure we did. I'm sure we did. I'm sure we did. I think we did. You put Z in the carry-on so it'd be cheaper. Smart. You'd have to invite Hangry. I mean, you could just take his money and don't invite him. Oh, you should take Yin too. Cute little meow meow in the cat carrier. Yes. That's definitely a cat. It's not a Z, I promise. His invite got lost in the mail. It's because you didn't know the address. You have to ask him nicely. Oh. Are we going to have a style of stair rail that's dated enough for this? Probably not. I guess I could work if I make it look damaged enough, maybe. Yeah. It's fine, even if that's weirdly rounded and for some reason. Is that this? That is this. I was like, what texture is that I'm trying to fix? Why? What am I changing? What am I changing? What is that part? I don't want it to. I'm changing. There we go. Jesus. I was like, why can't I change it? Which one was it? Can you make a custom one? I could make a custom rail because railing because you can you could use the cube to make a lot of stuff, right? But I guess this one works fine. This one's not so bad, actually. Realize your Pokemon cards are almost the same age as you. If I remember correctly, Pokemon came out 1 year before I was born. I said, we listen to Gaga. We are, Uncle. I knew you'd be here, so I put it on for you. You're welcome. I don't think that actually is the worst railing anyway. You feel special, as you should. Nobody try to copy the rail, and it actually just, that's the one thing that doesn't transfer over when you do that. Why can't I just copy the railing over? You know, why couldn't I just press the button to copy it? Stop this. I'm doing it again. There we go. I can never remember how to change that. Done? No, I'm changing the wrong thing again. This one? No, I'm changing the wrong thing again. It still didn't check. Which one is it? Why is my brain not working? Why is my brain not working? Is it just me? Is it just me? Is it just me? That's the stair. That's the railing here. That's this. These two are here. That one is this top one. When I press the button to change the color, it's changing the railing again.
Everyone
is it just me?
Hydrate. Thanks, Stitchy 1000.
Is it just me? Stitchy, thank you for the hydra. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone. Please hydrate. It's funny to me, randomly, the song boomed in 2023. I think that was because of Wednesday, because everyone did the dance for it. Oh, I can change it here, but I can't do the selector color thing. But whatever. It's fine. My brain was aching, and I was like, I'm pressing the button to change the not railing, the actual handle of the railing, whatever. And it was changing the railing itself, not the handle part. And I was like, why? Why? Stressing me out. Water will help headache. That is true, actually. Wasn't even in Wednesday. No, they just did the TikTok dance, didn't they? And then with they did the dance that Wednesday did, and they added that song, if I remember correctly, right? This is not working. No one's brains are working today. So when AFK in a Heartopia, your first cat is just sitting on your head. Wait. Sitting on your head like a hat and doing these cute animations. They're going to die from the cuteness. I remember seeing someone mention that when you unlock the ability to take your pets with you, your cats, they just sit on your head. I haven't unlocked it yet because I haven't done any of my the pet stuff. I've been really allegedly neglecting them. Okay, I don't hate the stairs. It functions, it gets us upstairs, okay? It does. I think what I'm gonna oh, I was gonna put a wall here. I guess not now. Neglected, about to send into boarding school, as you should. I'm really lazy when it comes to them because I can never find them. I can never find them. They're always doing something else. And I'm like, what's the point of you being here if you're never going to actually let me pet you? Right? Yeah, it was an edit, yes. They made the video edit of Wednesday dancing in the show, but then Bloody Mary playing and it blowed up. And then everyone did their own version of it, right? Blowed, blew, something. All of the words. Welcome both your cats when they're bed with you. Almost cried. That's adorable. Do they actually sit on the bed? Mine never make it upstairs. I never see my pets upstairs. Okay, so I got to get rid of that. That's gonna drive me nuts. I kind of want it lit just because it looks nice. In general, it was an incredible album. I would say that about all of the albums, just because I'm biased. Animal skill is the best thing in this game. Ali's like, I'm only playing it so I can pet my animals. That's all I care about. I understand. I get you. I feel like I can't make the roofs any darker, but I want them to be darker. There is no option. I can do it on the other ones. That's too modern. The one which works for the style is the one that you can't change the color of. So it's so bright. When you open the game and they're all in front of you the first minute, mins and all the pets of the track button excuses. That is true. That is true. In fairness, I never track them down. Once they're missing, once they've gone, that's it. I'm like, I won't see them again for a few days. Get a lot of hate. I think some albums. Okay, no, actually, yeah. The earlier ones, like Born This Way, The Fame, those ones are, I feel like they're universally loved. And then when it came to Chromatica and Art Pop, they weren't as loved by everyone. But I'm biased. I just like all of them. Isn't the F Sloan sort of bad kid in this song? You know, maybe she is. Maybe she's just tired of everyone and she's just saying how she feels. Okay, let me damage wood. I wanted to have these beams that run through the middle, and then I wanted to have them angled so that they would run through the middle like this. I'm going to push it into the wall, so it's okay that it doesn't line up perfectly. That does need to, I do need to rotate that though, because like that. No, I hate it. I hate it. Never mind. A lot of people forget it. That too. Used to say is what if you haven't, what does it matter? There was that interview with Anderson Cooper or something. It was like, if he said that there was rumors that she had a penis, and she was like, why did it matter if I do? Right? She's bisexual. If someone saw her with a woman, they'd probably use the F slur against her. So really she can say it. That is true. She can say it because she's one of us. Oogle ooh. Your cat is a hat. Yeah, a hat and a cat. Cat and a hat. I don't know if I like that. I feel like that's the style that it would had on the outside of these builds, but I don't know if it'd be on the inside. Let me flip it and see if it's because it's only on one side. Now, now, I mean, I feel like it works as kind of the stuff. Make it a cross, as in like a cross through the middle. I'm trying to picture it in my head, the style that they used when they decorated these, right? When they would do Tudor walls, right? Is it like a Tudor wall? Let me have a look. Tudor walls exteriors. Yeah, they would have these beams running through it. Some of them had random... That makes no sense. Some of them had random angled beams. Other ones didn't have angled beams. Most are vertical, and then in random spaces, they had angled ones, right? Some did an X, some did a cross, depending on the era. Right, so the ones that I'm... Because I'm looking at like 2-to-1 specifically here. Interiors for the yeah, I don't even think they did this on the interior. What did they do on the interiors? The interior ones, they just did vertical. They had a lot of verticals. Exterior wise, though, they would have, if I was to grab this and pull this through, on the exteriors, they would have had the beams like this, right? That's how it would have looked on the outside. That actually does seem to look right. On the interior, they would have just had vertical beams. I see it. That makes more sense. I think that's why it looked strange to me, was because it was inside. And I was like, that's not right. They're not supposed to be inside. Now we know. Because it had been like that. I don't think this one's lined up. But. Not a Gaga fan per se, and I've always respected her as an artist, never seen her as as some money hungry pop star, which I can't say for everyone else. Yeah. I definitely think that, as I say, even though I'm biased, I think all of her stuff she's done in a sense, she's done it with love, right? For what she does. She loves to make music, and she shows that when she does it. Everything. Every song she does, you can tell she's enjoying it. You can tell that she loves what she does. I think there should be beams here. But as you said, not every artist you could say the same for. That's not going to work, right? Because this is an odd number. That's an odd number. Hi, Gunkle. I don't know if I want to double that either. Hi, Gunkle. How's work going? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. We've done now, and I want to talk about 3 different Gaga-related things at once. I'm blaming you. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, you were almost there. Look, there was the eyebrow. You see it? It was there. I still haven't moved it, but it was there. Even when you didn't like her because you were a hipster, it was at least she knows how to put on a show, not just standing there singing. That is true. Everything was always an experience for sure. Ho ho ho. Sorry. Ho ho ho. I'm distracted, Gunkle. I'm sorry, my head's not working today. You know what? It doesn't need to be perfectly symmetrical. It doesn't need to be perfectly symmetrical. It's not going to work otherwise, right? It would never be perfectly symmetrical unless I had 2 beams running through the middle, and I think that would look strange, right? I think that would look strange. I don't know if I want to move all of them either. Which, if everyone born this way, I there's a lot that I love. Like, it'd be hard to pick one. So if I had to pick one, I would say hair. But I like a lot of them. Is your head working any day? No, I just have a headache today. So my brain's not working. It's being weird. Not sure why. Not sure why. It's just, it feels really stuffy. I don't know if I want to move the windows just to line that up perfectly. I don't know. There might be some charm to it not being centered perfectly anyway. Right? I'm going to leave it as is. Can I run one through the middle there? No, unfortunately not. Actually, what I can do is, oh yes, what I can do is, don't tell anyone. What I can do is, I could use this cube here. I could put the cube in, run the cube like this, and put that directly in the middle. And then just push it into the wall. I can't see where the bottom of the thing is. Right? Because I can paint it the same way. I can paint it the same way, but I could make sure it's in the right spot this way. Like that. Right? I could make my life a little bit easier. There's 4 there. There's a few there. There's something there. It's okay. Pretty much centered. There we go. There we go. That works. Yeah. I still don't pick one. I just keep switching between that 3, like I said before. Yeah, you play one, then you play another. It's like, oh my god, I forgot this song was so amazing, and you listen to it again, and then again, and again, and you're just like, oh, okay, I just like them all. You know. Don't go, how it's work? You didn't tell me. I need to know right now. If you don't tell me, I'm going to be very sad. Did I do 4 or 3? I don't know. I want to do it like this too. I wanted the beam to be here as well. Like that. Maybe. It's been good. You're getting the things done to make the stuff happen. I'm so proud of you. I'm glad you're getting the things done. You're getting the stuff to happen and doing the thing that gets you paid. We like that. In your case, it's one of the 3 to keep switching on your first spot for the favorite depending on your mood. That's a great problem to really have. So if someone asks you what your favorite is, you just, depending on your mood at the moment, is the one that you'll give them, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that either, right? More of an album listener than a singles listener. I have to say my favorite 3 albums have a 3 to 5 track sweet spot that I'm listening to. I do the same. I'll put on an album and I'll binge the album instead of just picking 1 or 2 songs from it. So if I don't like the majority of the songs in an album, I probably won't listen to the album, right? Because I don't want to have to keep swapping the songs either. I just want to put it on and enjoy it. I need to figure out the window situation here before I go any further. I think I'll do it like that and just have that corner like this. Oh, wait. Told you my brain isn't working. I haven't changed the windows yet. I still have the square ones. I'm not using the square ones anymore. We've had this conversation, Rick. Look, even that one's the wrong window. Guys, should I just call it quits? It's not even the same window. Jeez. Not even the same window. It's not even the same one. I love that for me. That's incredible. Love that. That's not even the right window. You're getting old? I guess I am. Right. You know what? No. I prefer the smaller one. I think the smaller one is actually quite cute. I'm getting old. I'm falling apart. I do think I prefer the smaller ones. I think they have a quite nice charm to them. It's fine. There is a Pokemon chat. I can't catch them. I haven't purchased any Pokeballs. Look at me go. Do you agree, Stitch, you have a few favorite albums that you listen to and just kind of rotate between them? The 30's creeping up. It is. I'm gonna be 30 in next January, so but old. Whenever the $2.4 billion jackpot just emailed me, they want to send me money, so I want to just give them your bank information. So long, poor people. Did you fall for Hangry Sing again? I listen to a full album if I know for sure I like what the artist does. You did with Gaga, you did Chapel's first album. Sophie's brought all of every pearls up inside. I don't know what that means. Oil of every pearls on insides. Is that the name of an album? Johnny, thank you for the daily I appreciate that. Not old. I'm so old. Look at me. You're 35 this year. Just a baby. That's what I'm hearing. Is that lined up? Yes. Okay, I think I've heard these smaller windows. The rounded ones, they're kind of charming. Once you're 30 in gay years, you're practically dead. Yeah, that's what I heard. Exactly. Jelly, what are you doing? Is that lined up? No. There we go. Oh, that's only one away from there. Oh, okay. Now it's fixed. And then I want you to be lined up too. This one is also a bob. Absolute bob. Minecraft? How's the Minecraft? What are you working on? Is that 3, 4 there? I want to make sure that they're the same distances. Oh, that one's only 3 on this side. There we go. And then this one here is 5, 5. Okay, good. Those are lined up. We've got the cute smaller windows, which I think work quite nicely. Album title was too complicated for Rick to be reading today. Yeah, no, it is. My brain is not working. I apologize. Listen to a lot of different music. Different albums or completely different genres? Building some arch or roofs right now. And what's the roof build for the building for? Like, what are you building? You're just changing all the roofs on all of your stuff? But this is coming out nicely. I'm happy with this. Even if my brain isn't happy with me. It's very rude. I can take this. And put this here. I love how I can't see the top of it. Yeah. Fun fact that only Rick might get, but the Proclaimers are my third cousins and all different genres. The Proclaimers. It doesn't ring a bell. Is that an artist? Because if it is, my brain is definitely not working. You start building something, then you're gonna go from there. Oh, okay. You're just building something and see where it takes you. It sounds like an adventure, and I like that. We like an adventure. Okay. They do 500 miles and they are. Okay, see, I might have been onto something. It's a classic band, isn't it? I feel like the name might ring a bell, but I definitely wouldn't be able to tell you anything about them or a song. I'm happy with how this is looking, guys. I'm happy with it. It's definitely still, I'm getting the old creepy vibe. I might actually do similar to what I had done for the Gandhi challenge, not the Gandhi challenge, the Atlantis challenge that we'd done with Gandhi, with just tearing holes into stuff, the walls, the floor, the ceiling above, maybe. Actually have plants coming through it. Okay, so I need to figure out the floor plan for this. I haven't planned this. I've just been doing the exterior, but I haven't even considered how I'm going to do anything inside. Oh, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. Oh, I know that song. Definitely would never have told you it was. Upper floor needs a hole. Ludo. Uwu. Uwu. It does, right? Maybe there's like a random hole here and you have to kind of like, maybe I could put like planks down over it. Like someone's come through just to put planks down so you can get over it and not fall in. Could be really interesting, right? You think from each Gaga album, your favorites go The Fame You Like It Rough or Summer Boy, Fame Monster, So Happy You Could Die, and Born This Way, Highway Unicorn, The Road to Love, I like that one, Electric Chapel or Heavy Metal Lover, I like those two. Art Pop is Mary Jane Holland, Joanne is Diamond to Heart, Chromatica, Sign From Above, Mayhem, Shadow of a Man, or Perfect Celebrity. You know what? I can't argue with those. I like those. I also like Babylon too. I do. With how busy Genny's going to be, I feel we are only going to get a House Flipper winner stream this month. He won't even review them. He'll just eventually give us the winner from last month, right? Hi, Bear Bear. Hi, welcome in. Happy Friday. Thank you for the luck. I appreciate you. You're making some flower beds too. What flowers are you using for them? Babylon is definitely top 5. I don't know what it is about that song. It just gets me going. Like, I want to dance to it. And it's all I can ask for, really, from... That's not the right... I feel like I clicked something and the game tells me I clicked it, and then I placed something, and I was like, that's not what I clicked. It's causing me emotional distress. There we go. Yeah, I need to fill these spaces in. I don't know what... They're only on the inside for some reason. You go to some of the sign ones, you don't know what they are. The plants? The ones you get from the sniffer. Oh, gotcha. Have you managed to find some? If you're still there, if I didn't talk with you because you're on a Gaga frenzy, that is accurate. You were on a Gaga frenzy. I'm thinking of how I'd like to do this. You got the sniffer to sniff you some out. Good. I'm glad you managed to figure it out. Okay. I guess I should figure out the floor plan upstairs. I could split the room like this, right? Easy. This be one room, and then... No, I don't know where that was. Brilliant. Love that for me. Split the room like this, like this. Right, have rooms like this. And they just have doorways or whatever. This comes up to this room, whatever might be up here. I don't know, a bathroom or something. These are quite large rooms. Okay, let's put doors in. This is too much decisions to be making. I just need something that looks old, but nothing looks old. Everything looks too new. Imagine ignoring Unky Gunky. Unky Gunka? Gunka. Gutka. Unky Gutka. Allie. You're breaking my head. Hi, Lotus. Hi, welcome in. Happy Friday. How are you doing? There's some Minecraft. You're playing Bedrock on a realm. He's also doing it the hard way too. I mean, I could use these doors, which I had already used downstairs anyway, because they're kind of flimsy. Almost works. You doing okay? I'm glad to hear. I'm also doing well. We're doing some house flooper, doing challenge things. I should probably put the wall in before I finish that. Just doing fun challenge things. It's a good time so far. I'm having a lot of fun. How's your Friday going? Anything fun? Doing anything cute? So I can do it like that and then just lead into the rooms here, right? One's a bedroom. The other, maybe I had 2 bedrooms that I put like cute little bathroom in or something somewhere. I don't know where I'd put a bathroom. How close can I take that? If I move these over, make a small hallway and then put a little bathroom at the top of the stairs here, right? Right. Like this, and then there'll be a little bathroom here, right? Small little hallway at the top of the stairs, something simple, just leading into the rooms. Simple, you know. Very clean, as you should be. Did you have a shower? And please lend a brain cell to Rick. Yeah, no, please do, because my brain is, my brain is not braining, it's struggling. Baths back there would be super simple. I like you trying to put simple and Twitch was like, you can't use that word. Yeah, super simple. It's not so for reading complicated phrases today. No, today my brain is running at like 1 thing a mile. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, that's the word. But yeah, I'm not doing words today. Can we not do words today? Can we just make gestures and noises at each other? Kind of like cavemen words, you know? I've not many to spare right now. It's been a really long week, okay? Very long week. But we're getting there. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. Okay, I need to figure out this situation. Whatever this situation is, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. Why would I build a tower if I'm not utilizing the tower? Unga bunga. Yeah, that means give me food right now. Snacks. The cobblemon. How was the cobblemon? Suppose every other day we're good at reading. Normally good at reading, right? Because I'm not good at writing either. We just make noises at each other. Hops up and down. He's just like bouncing up and down with his little arms go like this. Yeah, exactly, Gunkle. Or Uncle, sorry. Let's all just... I like how I threw Gunkle under the bus there. Uncle, let's all do that instead. I guess I could close off the roof here. Spent 3 days trying to find Scyther, but did you find them? Why does this sound weird? I was like, why does this sound weird? This is Kylie Minogue. It's like, this doesn't sound like Lady Gaga. It sounds like a Lady Gaga song. This is Kylie Minogue. It's like, this does not sound right whatsoever. Hi, the broken-headed one. Hi, welcome in. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. You have multiple cars that have gone missing somehow. I stole them. Sandslash and the Clefable. Not the Clefable going missing. Where's Hangry? Hangry's probably crying in the corner because I put Kylie on and he's really happy about that. Is it a 10th anniversary version? I definitely am. I am. I guess it just auto played and now we're listening to this. I don't know what to do here aside from maybe just give us a really low roof. Which wouldn't be the worst idea because, like I said, it's a very old English cottage, right? The rooms would have been fairly small and cramped because, you know, they want to keep the heat in. Oh, that needs to go up by 1. Right? There you go. As covers the other artists from the same Born This Way. Yeah, I feel like I've not heard this, right? You're doing well. I'm glad to hear it. I'm okay. My brain is not doing okay for some reason today. Not sure why. You have a Gaga playlist? I do, Gansy, but it's not got all of the songs on. So if I just play the albums, I can just go through each album. You know. You found it? Z, where was it? Did you sit on it? Did you find it? Okay, yeah, lower roofs make sense, and then these ones we can have normal because these are cute and arched like this. And then I could just fix this here. There we go. This works to me. I like this. This is cute. I like that. Reminds me of my house where I was growing up. We had low ceilings in a few of the rooms just because it was an old English cottage. So the ceilings weren't very high. There we go. Now you find the others. Yeah, Z, where did you find the one that was missing? Oh, you found Sandslide. Where were they? Were they all in the same place and you just couldn't find them? Or had they, like, escaped somewhere? Gonna but want to say hi. Of course, Cozy Burrow. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. I hope that you're doing well. Hope that your Friday's going amazing. There's also a Pokemon chat. If you want to belt them, feel free to grab that. Okay, we got cute rooms now. I like this. And we've got this cute little space up here. I feel like we'd do like a half wall's too modern. Would I just put stairs? I think I'd just put rail in up here, right? I think.
Everyone
I think
hydrate.
I would.
Thanks the Cozy Burrow.
Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate you. Quickly looking through the cards, you must have skipped over it. That could happen. Or maybe you grabbed 2 cards at once and you didn't realize that you pulled it, right? Probably a playlist out there with every song is listened to Gege was involved with. Yeah, Gege. Yeah, not Gaga, but Gege. Yeah, maybe. It could be, if you ask. I'm sure someone's made one. If I do it like that, and then put the rail up here. Lady Gege. Yeah. Lady Gege. Okay, I do like this version, but I want to go back to... We'll do some art pop. I'm going to move for art pop. Whatever railing, they definitely wouldn't have a half wall. That definitely would have ever been a thing for a very long time. If I just match the... Which one was I using? Okay, I am biased because I absolutely loved this album, like to death. What was I using? This one. I think. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if that's the railing that I would have used. That's not the same as this. That one's much more solid. But none of these match the same one. None of those are the same. I guess it has to be that one. These are glass. Some are metal. These are metal and wood, so it's like a mixture. That one's modern, for sure. I guess it will have to be that one. Okay. That's fine, I think. I'm trying to click that. Stop that. Like that. I think that works fine. That's fine. Turn it up a smidge, babes. Like barely hear it. And if I turn your stream up, you're screaming at me. I mean, you could always let me scream at you if you want. Again, I don't change the audio volumes. What is this, 2011? It is, yeah. If I turn it up, then other songs might be too loud. And then you guys will go deaf. If I resize, no. Some people call Lily gay before attempt to insult her, and obviously failing because not her nor her fans said is an insult. I think it's a compliment. It just means she loves us. I've been low this whole time. I said it now because it's Gaga. Okay. Well, that's fine too. That's fine too. I just don't want it to be a situation where you guys can't actually hear me and it's just the music playing out loud, because then you may as well, you know, just listen to music. Right? Are we doing the albums in order? No, I'm just picking whichever one I feel like when I scroll past it and I see it. I'm like, okay, we'll do that one. Because we definitely haven't been going in order. 5 times louder than the music. If you turn up 5 to 10%, you're fine. Okay, well. Guess I got to trust you because, it doesn't save to the VOD, so I would never be able to test it. How about that? How about that? Just pretend he's Jacksepticeye with the volume up. You just can't hear me. It's just screaming music over it, over me. I need your certified flipper insight on what, alley? What did I do? Is that perfect? Are you better? Yeah, that okay? With the most available demos and unreleased songs besides the fame, seen a bunch of those on YouTube. Were they good? Did you like them? Okay, I can also do this here too. Actually, I kind of like it with that there too, because that isn't the roof. They've put that down to lower the roof. I think that actually looks quite normal like that. No, keep screwing that up. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's gonna look strange, right? Could be 3 beams running through that. That looks strange. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's allowed. It's you okay that I heard Venus? We've just been sitting there vibing deleting Kaka this whole time. Hi, welcome in. Is that Alexis? I believe that might be pronounced Alexis. Welcome in. How are you doing? Is that a person or like a noun? It's a person, so they did YouTube, Gandhi. Think it's a good sound-wise? Okay, good. As long as you can still hear me over it. I know that Gandhi would probably much rather have me muted and have just the music playing. We can't have the music too loud or else we can't hear you inside. Oh, yeah, exactly. If you can't hear me over the music, then that'd be silly, wouldn't it? Quite a few versions of Mary Jane Holland that were cool, and certain versions of Aura that her voice were in the verses and were more gravely. Oh, okay. I haven't heard any of the versions of it. But I do like this song, so I guess it wouldn't be the worst. But the validation for the actions. Look, I mean, I've got to let you know why I'm doing something, so you don't just think I'm throwing stuff on a wall. They should play the entire Born This Way album just before we were, yeah. He's an Irish, yeah. Oh, Irish, you say. He is an Irish, and the accent is very prevalent. It's kind of part of the humor. He plays into it a lot. Not exactly. I've seen the alternate versions on YouTube. It's a new view to a song. So it's just like a cover, but it's her own version of her own song. She just covered her own music. She's like, here we go. Here's another version of my own song by me. Okay. This is going to be the bathroom, right? That could be one because it's Old English Cottage, right? Not kind of throwing shade at the Irish. Now, Gandhi, what did the Irish do to you? Oh. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. That was not right. Thank you. Your anus. Don't you know my ass is famous? I love that she just says whatever she feels like, and I love that for her. So you know what? You know what will make this song amazing? Telling everyone that my ass is famous. And she did. Ass is famous? Well, I guess apparently that's what Lady Gaga said. So it must be true, right? Must be. Some of those were actually the first version that came out. The final version that went to the album. Oh, so you're saying about the originals before they changed it. Uranus. Don't know my ad is famous. The ad. You know what? Yeah, the ad. Mm-hmm. The ad is famous. I guess I could run that through there, right? Yes. I think this works. I think it's giving the old English kind of vibe, you know? I'm pretty sure this is where Harry Potter's parents were murdered, right? In this same house. I feel like it would be accurate, right? Mm-hmm. You could end up mix it up. I could, or I could let you live with that forever. Quote number 81, where Gandhi spelt it wrong. I was like a brunette known for putting the green. Stop doing that. Honestly, I didn't like the green, but I don't like green. You should edit it so it says that the person who did the quote was Lady Gaga. That is true, I could, right? You monster, it was spell check, and now we're stuck with this. You're welcome. So what I'm thinking is I do like a makeshift kitchen here. Over here, we could do a living room. Maybe like a sofa, small table or something. Right? And then upstairs, it's gonna be a 2-bed. So it's quite a spacious room, right? 2-bed here. And then a bathroom up here. I think it'd be really cute. I definitely want to put I definitely want to have a hole in the floor. So maybe I could like put a hole in the floor and I could put planks over it. Like someone's come in, thrown some planks over just to be safe so that you don't fall down and die. Kind of like that. He's a monster, a little monster. I am a little monster. See? Comment saying Irish and Scottish are close. Look, don't tell my dad that. He will not like that at all. At all. But yes. That looks great. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying my best. I try and do something different for every challenge. I know they're Gandhi challenges, and Gandhi likes to just copy paste the same house in all of them. Modern. I try not to do modern in every single one because otherwise I'm not challenging myself. You know, I want to make people cry. Ali, have you tried cutting onions? A girl or GUY, they'll be into it. The GUY. Or someone who's neither, both, or any combination. Just any and all and other. Your wig gets snatched, ripped off, thrown in the trash, taken out the trash, fed back to Gandhi. If I go in sandbox only, I believe there are planks of, yeah. No. There should be some somewhere. Planks, just wooden I can I can put the broken door over it and that's how you For the thought of adding a hole to the roof. Ooh, add a hole to the roof? No, actually I can't, Ludo. Because I don't place the roofs. They're all one big item. I wouldn't even be able to. You want to be that GAY? Yes. The planks aren't in here. If I type in plank. Oh, they're here. I could put planks across it and be like, as if someone's tried to patch it just so you don't fall in and die, right? And then I can have the longer ones that you can use to walk over it. Right? There's only two which are the same length, but do it like this, right? Just to stop Gandhi from falling. Broken doors for planks is logical. Yeah, I ripped the door off because I needed to borrow it so that I could fix this hole because Z was unattended and he needed saving. Okay, so if Gandhi was aside from maybe slipping in that gap, you can't fall down. I wonder if she lurks here. Probably not. I don't know. I mean, if Lady Gaga lurked here, I would hope that she would say hi to me at least one time, right? But she might be a very busy woman. I could do one this way as well. Like that. There we go. Makeshift. There we Okay, I like that. And then I could throw some like I don't know, some broken wood pieces down here too. Huh? Is it like, what do you mean? I'm innocent. It works. It does. And you don't fall over. You can still walk over it. But that's on TikTok, but you don't use it. That might be just because she wants to see people using her audio because it's probably quite cool to see, right? I like that. There is some more. I think you can get like. I'm not. Oh, there is safety tape. That's all like modern. That's as if someone's come in and tried to protect it or whatever. That's just because. Yeah. I'll leave that. Well, pieces below and inside the wall hole too. I was thinking they have brick, but I'm not using brick, so maybe I could just throw some planks down on the ground as if they fallen down. Right? This is Pokemon chat. If anyone said. Oh, didn't Doja Cat start streaming on Twitch? I believe that they did, and then complained about the ads, which is kind of funny because oh, I should use smaller pieces. I think. They wanted to turn off the ads for all of their viewers, but they weren't able to. You could do planks like that, like as if they just fallen down. Bricks make sense too, though, kind of. Well, they wouldn't have used bricks, but I think what I could do is maybe if I use these small cubes. I wouldn't want to make them huge, but if I did like this, there'd be more like fragments of wood, right? Like pieces of wood that are broken. Because the flooring is all wood, so I want it to be like little chunks of wood that have fallen down. Traditional pop stars that wouldn't come on here. I mean, Twitch is notorious place for not really being able to have music playing. So as a music artist, I feel like it'd be the one thing that you wouldn't use is Twitch because of the music issue. We won't talk about that. Your Persian is also gone. I stole that too. Piles of mud seems like a pile of flooring ceiling matter. That could work. I don't know if I've got. There is trash. I should have a look, see what kind of trash we have. I wish it just showed me the trash so I could see beforehand. We've got spider webs, French fries, broken dishes, tables, pallets, chairs, rubble, piles of mud. Aha. Oh. I mean, I mean, mud could maybe work. Thinking you'd make a co-op neighborhood where players could build a house. You could make like a ginormous plot and then put like a street down it and then section it up and give everyone a random plot and say build a house here. But that doesn't make sense. It doesn't because there's not mud coming through the house, right? I like it's not. I'm sure I lined that up. I love how that's not lined up now. I love how I'm picking things up like this and dropping them. Where are they going? Oh, right. These don't exist. They just disappear. Hole isn't in the roof too. It isn't. No. What other trash do we have? Rubble pieces. What are rubble pieces? See, these are also like bricks and stuff, which we're not using, right? That was your thought. I think you should try that. That'd be cute, right? Look like a piled up crap. Because there would been stuff that was used to build the flooring that would have just crumbled down, aside from just planks. Next to the hole, most likely because of wind. Though, I mean, there's no hole. This is within the property, right? So there's no wind passing through here or rain, but this one would make sense. I just want like sawdust would make sense, or a crumblage, yeah, like stuff that's just fallen down. I guess I could just put more planks down, couldn't I? I could just have a ton of planks, different types of planks, just kind of they're not damaged enough, but like if I just right, just kind of had them like piled up. You know, if I just use the throwing thing, I can stack them a little bit easier, right? Because it is more like trash, just kind of collapsed down. I think that looks good. I think so too. And then I could add dirt here in this section, so it just looks like there's a ton of dirt, dust, and whatever is just accumulated underneath this hole here. Almost like a blob. That'd be easy if I just pull up here. Like something like that, maybe. Like a blob like that. It's not dark enough, I don't think. Like something like that. Like a lot of dirt and whatever is just fallen down and it's just... Yeah. You love the name colors next to each other. Great contrast. The blues and the orange. I think it's cute. It also helps me read it too. Not even joking. A lot of the time I see the name colors and I just assume it's one person. And I'm like, okay. Scrolling up, trying to see where the messages come through. My brain doesn't brain very much. My brain's just never braining right. I think I want some more planks in here too. Can I rotate them whilst I'm holding it? I can. I can. Ooh, look. And it just falls. Cute. I like that. Cute. It's just fallen down, and then someone came in, grabbed a few of the planks that fell, and put them back up here, just so that no one was going to fall down and die. Blue, yellow, and silver, your favorite colors? I like silver. Silver's quite nice. I'm biased, though. I just like pink. I like to make all of my characters and everything pink, just because, I don't know. I don't understand why I like pink so much. I just do. Orange is a favorite. I think Ludo said this once or twice. Allegedly. If I wear anything orange, Ludo's like, oh my god, you remembered it's my favorite color. And I'm like, yes. I put it on full Ludo, yeah. Great hole. Ooh, woo. Thank you. We like a good great hole, right? I feel like we haven't made that much progress today aside from the exterior stuff, but I'm okay with it. Orange is also awesome. You know, I don't mind orange. I do like it. You say it a lot, you do, and that's okay too. I guess next time what we'd be doing is the interior because I want to do kitchen. I want to do because it's dated, so the kitchen pieces that we would have to work with they're going to be simple, right? We're still going to have cabinets, but they would have to be very simple in a sense that they wouldn't even be themed like that. They would just be the most generic wood. I don't even know if I could make them damaged. Hole. See, we're talking about you. Do you think about it? Do you? Z, did you come into this house and destroy it? Is that what happened? I don't know if I mean, I guess I could pick a design that's the wood that's damaged, but the actual style itself is what I'm concerned about here. It needs to be recognized that orange gets too much hate. I don't know many people that hate orange. I mean, I know that green gets a lot of hate from me because it's green and I hate green. I hate it. But there are some greens I can tolerate. But for the most part, I hate green. I do. See, if I do the damage style like this, through this, I guess that wouldn't be the most ridiculous, dated kind of design for it, right? I don't know. They definitely wouldn't have had like that, right? You drive home now. Okay, thanks. Bye. Of course, Gandhi. Drive safe. We'll be ready for your stream when you get home. When you play House Flipper later too. Okay, Michelle. It's me. I am Michelle. I was the judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. I hate the color green. Thank you. What kind of greens do you hate? Let me show you. So if we're looking at colors, right? I like. Oh, I want to actually show you on something. What's the easiest way for me to show you this? Oh, wait. Okay, wait. If I pick a paint, it'll show you on the left and it'll be easier for me to show you. Where is the paint? Oh, over here. Okay. I like greens like this, you know, like a dark green, elegant, right? I like it. I don't like greens when they get to like this here. Like if someone says to me, like, these are the greens that they like, if it's like a lime green, or it just looks like something that would come out the nose of a child, like to me, it's hideous and I hate it. If it's dark green, like an emerald, or more like nature, I don't mind it. Something like that would be quite nice too. It has to be a dark green. But if it's like on this side of the greens, like to me, it just looks like puke. Or a wolf dead green. Yeah, if it's like a wolf dead green, I don't mind it. But if it looks like it's coming out of your nose, I hate it. Would have been very bare bones. There's nothing wrong with a bare bone. It will. Please say sea green. No, I just if it's on the darker side of green, I'm okay with it. If it's on the lighter side of green, I'm not. The kind of green that Michelle hates. Yes. Like that one time Alexis went up and was like fully green and made that statement about how Michelle would hate them. Yeah. You feel the same way. I know what it is about just that light green. Maybe I just associate it with like vomit and snot and not nice things, right? This like lime green. If it's, yeah, like I said, if it's up in this end of the greens, I'm not a fan. There is nowhere I could see that working. There are no clothes that looks good on. There is no wallpaper. There is no furniture that looks nice on. What is the purpose of these greens, right? They would look bad everywhere, on everything. So basically, I'm less homophobic than you because you love all colors. Yes, but I think that might have a different name, Ali. Colorphobic. Is that a thing? That could be a thing. I don't know. But this is my point. Like, I can enjoy most other colors. to an extent. Though I do like the olives. Olives are quite nice. I do like an olive. We actually use that in one of our other builds. But if it's in this section here, you probably wouldn't see me using them. Even these, like tennis ball green, you know? Also, there's an ad break. I'm snoozing these ads because we're going to read out. Flying right out to your house while I sleep in painting. Wait, while you sleep, I'm painting that green. Please do not. Please do not. I'd be very sad because I don't like that green. Please. You know, something happens about hated colors in a class about graphic design. We're having a discussion of which colors were most hated. And I guess pink, because the amount of gender trauma related to both men and women, ended up being the second place. First is the most hated was brown. I don't know. I feel like I don't hate the color brown that much. I guess it depends what it is and what it's used for, right? Because, you know, wood is brown and I don't hate wood, right? I think some browns, some woods are very elegant and they look very nice and they're very warm. But I guess people might be like, I don't like the color brown because it's like poop. You know, make a new hot tub house that's all green, show the power of green. Ali, go on. I dare you. See if you can change my mind. With filth and dirt, yes, that too. Findle, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Always a pleasure to have you. We're going to raid out in a minute, but I appreciate being here. But hey, right. I mean, that might be another reason, like, why I don't like those greens, because it kind of associate with, like, snot, right? You know. Wood is brown is an astute observation. And it's funny because not all wood is brown, right? Right. So my logic being, like, disliking brown, I'm like, I don't know. Does that mean that person doesn't like wood too? All woods, just, you know, Tie Queen. Green room in mine he would hate. I've probably seen it. I probably hated it. I probably did. Also, hi Power. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Okay. I'm saving. Okay, we made great progress, I think. We made a great progress on our cute little witch's cottage. I think this looks cute. Sickening. I might change the middle roof. I feel like it needs to be a little higher at the back, the middle piece. But other than that, I think it's coming up nicely. Well, it wasn't. Exactly, Queen. Okay, I'm saving it. I'm saving it. There is our build. I'm double saving it to be safe. You're doing good. I'm glad to hear it. We're doing well. I have a headache, but we're ready to go in a minute, and then I'll get some coffee or something. I don't know. What colors you dislike depends on what you associate it with. That might be it. Just like, you know, like a trauma thing. You might just associate with certain color or certain thing that you don't like. Brown is the color of mud and filth, but on the other, it's the color of chocolate. Yes. And then I don't like greens because I always associate with like vomit and snot. But you could also associate with grass. I wouldn't have the thing anyways. Luda's like, I wouldn't have that anyway. But that's a raised roof, so. A lot of people hate neon colors, which is wild to me because you love neon colored stuff. That might be because it's so bright, right? Maybe. You like some neons, not all. I guess like pastels. Not everyone likes every pastel. I guess technically you just like neon green specifically. If it's a light green, yeah, not a fan. He only will allow himself to listen to your multipass once a stream. Yep. It's once every 4 hours. I'm so sorry. Like it because it's bright. I like bright pink, but I don't like bright green. So I guess I could also be similar of liking some neons and not all of them, right? Not all of them. Okay. We are going to raid out. We're going to go find someone to give up love to. Gandhi will be on in 2 hours playing some House Flip himself. Gets to go off with theirs multiple times a stream. I see. Okay. Well, Ludo, if you do it at the start of the stream, and then if I'm still on after 4 hours, you can do it again. Then there was a color you hate. Some I wouldn't use, but not hate. I guess that probably is more middle ground reasoning, right? You don't dislike it. You just might not pick it over others, right? There's Wolf Dad. So Benelli. He's waited all this time. He's like, let me wait right to the end. Venice, it's fine. Ludo, most people just have more than one, so they just use another one when there's a cooldown, you know. River, whose pleasure? Everyone's pleasure. I like that one too. I like the alley swamp. Guys, I appreciate you. Who should we go raid out to? Who should we raid out to? I like that one. More than one, you'll be back. With more, you'll see, you'll see. Ludo, most people do. They normally have a collection. And then if you're like Wolf Dad, you play them all at once. Do you stream weekends, Stitchy? I do not. I do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I used to do Wednesdays, but I take Wednesdays off. So Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays are the days I don't stream on. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. You ready, Papa? As you should be. And the screaming. Thank you. I like how I've got the music on and I'm like, I can barely hear half of the redeems. I'm sitting there like jamming out to Lady Gaga. I barely hear anything. Also, thank you for the brain rot. I appreciate that. Okay, who should we go give some love to? Let me pull up Twitch. Let's have a look. Unless we have any recommendations. Thank you for the nose job too. Gonna save a brick from burnout. That's, I mean, I even get tired by Fridays, and that's with 2 days on, 2 days off. You know, it happens. I didn't hear the skill check. I apologize, but thank you for the brain rot. Different everyone. Some people seem to love those neutral and faded color palettes with grays, white, gray, black, and beige and grayish colors. While you find them personally boring. I guess, yeah, it probably still depends on where you're using them, what you're using them for, right? Some places you would rather have faded colors. You might not want like a bright neon wallpaper in your bedroom, right? You might want something a little bit more muted. So the most valuable Pokemon cards happen to be ones that are missing. Your ex might have stolen them. Z, are we going to go break some kneecaps? Have Lady Gaga overwhelms all other redeems. All the redeems will just be Lady Gaga next stream, right? What a dick move. Right. We go fight someone? Love the neon super colorful bright stuff, but people think it's too much. Yeah, I guess it just really depends on what you like and where you use it, right? But you are too much monster. There's nothing wrong with that if you like it, right? You'll fight too. Okay, me and Stitchy will fight for Pokemon cards. Not each other, but we'll fight for them. If it forms you just change every redeem to Lady Gaga, imagine how long that would take. But yeah, exactly. That's what we would be doing. Okay, who is on that we can go give some loves to? Ooh. Actually, Britva's on. When did we last give some love to Britva? Let me have a look. Thank you for streaming. No, thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Oh, I haven't recently. Okay, good. Thank you, Gunkle. I appreciate that. The ones that are missing all holographics, Charizard, Clefable, and Alakazam. So the expensive ones that are missing, that's not a coincidence, right? It would just be random cards, like ones you probably wouldn't notice are missing, but the expensive ones that are missing. Take a break and everyone have a great weekend. Don't trip on the treadmill. Drink plenty of Z-Sauce. I'll do exactly that. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you for the stream. Would that be on for you? We should ask him and find out, right? Fingers crossed they turned up. Yeah, or they will turn up. We'll find out, right? Hopefully they do. Let me get this raid message in chat. We're going to go give Britva some love. Britva is playing some Resident Evil 9 today. I know it's a different vibe as we were doing more cozy stuff today, and Britva is doing a little bit more scary stuff. But I haven't rated Britva in a while, and I myself enjoy Resident Evil 9, and I'd be curious to see if they get the same jump scares that I had. So I think that'll be a good time. Guys, feel free to copy the raid messages that are in the chat. Feel free to copy whichever ones you wish. Subs, non-subs, you're to be following to use them. But I'd appreciate if you do copy that and paste that into Britva's channel when we go over there. Have a great weekend. No, you, Power. You have a great weekend. Guys, I appreciate you all. I'm going to take some ibuprofen. My head is killing me. It's the weekend, so no stream from me tomorrow or Sunday, but we will be back again on Monday. Gandhi will be live in about 2 hours. He will be playing some House Flipper, so I'll probably be in there hassling him too. So if you're around, I will see you wherever I see you. But if not, I will hopefully see you guys again on Monday. I love you all. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I had a super awesome fun time, and I will hopefully see you guys again soon. Bye.